My lights on. Hello, 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 everyone. It's Kim from K&RP here. And today on the live, I am going to attempt the color challenge. It's by a color collaboration, good word, with P&M Artist Studios in their group on Makers. If you look below, it's in the description box. They do a monthly color challenge. This month's challenge is dark purple. So I've got air mainly in this one. It was a Liquitex. I have a Delta Ceramcoat, which is a dark purple. I have a Liquitex Basics, which is the turquoise, which is required. And you're allowed black, white, and one metallic. So I thought I would cheat and use a metallic white. I also have a metallic black somewhere, but I couldn't find it. So I do have a gel plate. I have some texture plates. My daughter got these for me for Christmas. So I'm going to try putting them under my roll off. And I'm going to roll off on some lime green tissue paper. I thought that would be kind of fun. And then I have two stencils that I cut on my kit. They're both cut out of cardstock, not a very heavy cardstock. So I don't expect them to have a very long life, but that's okay because I think I would get bored of stencils if I only had a few to use over and over again. So I'm going to put the stencils down on the gel plate. I don't like the flat edge on that. Okay, we'll do this one first. And I will do it with the metallic white. If I can open it. Good grief. There we go. I have lots of buildup, obviously. And we'll just ditch that. So I'm just going to put some white paint of the metallic white paint down on this so that I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Here it's beautifully sunny. It's not overly cold out, which is awesome for January in Manitoba. I think I've got too much paint on there. Not sure I'm supposed to sprayer right onto those, but we'll find out what happens. I've been using these plates. I've done some rubbings with some crayons. Okay, so I have this wonderful piece of paper. Because I just have brown paper on my desk, I'm just going to smush it down. Let's see if I can get a bit of a print, a shadow print. I am always covered in paint when I'm playing with the jelly plate. I can't seem to help it. It's just what happens. Okay, so I have my gel plate on a piece of parchment paper. Many people have theirs on a piece of acrylic or whatever. My acrylics are covered in puzzle pieces at the moment, so I have to use what I have on hand. So I think that gave a very nice, crisp-ish print. The paint is still very wet. That's the problem with gel printing. I think that's why I didn't want to do any gel printing on my channel, is because of the downtime waiting for paint to dry. I brayered off on the paper on these little plates, and I think that I got some interesting pattern on some of it, but some of it was, I guess the paint was too thick because I had so much on the brayer. Maybe I should have rolled off on the brown paper first. But these will make wonderful leaves when I'm doing collage work. A little bit of green and metallic white. I'm also going to pull off some of the prints on napkin backings. I don't know if any of you use napkins when you do your journals, but they usually have 2 or 3 plies and it's hard to take them apart, or you only want the top piece, so you're left with the guts of the napkin. And I have pulled off some prints in the past on that, and they come off so beautiful. This is one of the, can we see? That was with blacks and yellows. So I thought that when I do it again, I would like to have, okay, how dry are you? Can't tell, my hands are too covered. I do have a baby wipe. Let's see if I can take some of this off and find out how wet this is. There's a very wet piece there. You know what? I'm going to quickly just do this to take up the excess paint very gently, because I don't have a heat gun or a hairdryer. Okay, that didn't really come up much at all. So then I'm going to go over this with some purple and some turquoise. Just putting a few little drops on of the purple. And another big. Oh, it's not coming off, so I'm not overly worried. And we'll do the blue. Turquoise, turquoise. Love turquoise. Let's put this tissue paper down here. So then we're just going to quickly I do find that the turquoise and the dark purple really do look lovely together. Oh, that looks much nicer. And then I am going to take this wonderful circular thing that my husband turned for me on the lathe, and I'm going to do some mark making while the paint is still quite wet. Oh, I slid it. That's okay. Now I am going to take a piece of plain white printer copy paper, and I'm going to pull this print. Hi, Paula. I hope I'm not boring you. Rub this down. Yeah, I've got paint on my hands, so we can have some transfer to the back, but that I find is a normal happening in my world. I have no idea how this is going to turn out, but that's why it is a challenge. Do we try? Let's see what happens. Oh, she's coming nice. She's coming nice. She's coming nice. She's coming nice. Not much purple. Rats. But I think that's a decent print. A little bit too much of the white, I think. We'll try doing something different then. Let's put the more purple down. a little bit of the blue, turquoise. Too much paint. I ruined it. Rats. But as I say, it will still make lovely leaves. I want much more purple. The other ones I've seen in the challenge too don't seem to have quite as much purple as they do the turquoise. So note to self, only once down and you get a nice pattern. All right, so this time I think what I want to do is, let's give us some polka dots. Should have had some envelopes here to use for doing that. So that gives it quite an interesting pattern. So now what happens if we put this down and we try pulling a print? I'm going to pull it on that one that had that little bit of metallic white on it. That had the effect that I wanted. That too will leave a nice pattern. I have no idea what I'm doing. As I say, I'm not an adept at this. I am just playing. Hi, Becca. Hi, Anne. Nice to see you. I am trying a teal and purple color challenge, and I can use a metallic. So even though that's still a little wet, I'm going to put just a really thin coating of the white metallic over, just to see if I can give it some bit of bling. Am I going off screen here? Okay. I think I just made a smudged mess now. I think I didn't wait for the paint to dry long enough. Welcome to my channel. It's nice to meet you guys, or see you here on my live. Okay, again, I am going to pull this with just a plain white piece of copy paper. I'm just using ceramic coat and some Liquitex, and this is a Artist's Loft metallic white. This one, I really don't think there's much in the way of paint left in it. If anything, it will be a nice purpley blue mess. We hope. Well, I definitely have the purple. I definitely have the turquoise. I have the metallic white. I didn't get the pattern that I'm hoping for because I didn't let it dry, because I'm always in a hurry, but that will make a wonderful background. Okay, let's try this again. Let's put this down first. As I say, these are just cut from cardstock, and it's a thin cardstock, so doesn't always last as long as one would hope. Start by putting down a little bit of turquoise. I think I used too much paint. Those of you that know how to gel plate, am I putting too much paint on? I'm self-taught, obviously. And I will do some metallic white. Okay, let's see if I can make this thin enough that I have a feeling that this paper stencil is moving on me. It looks to have a bit of a wiggle on. Oh, that metallic white is reacting with one of the other paints. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, well, but it's giving the feathered thing so that it doesn't want to blend quite as nice as you would hope. Smear it in. Okay, so we have the circles. As I say, I don't know if they're going to last. Let's just do a quick pull and see what we can get from behind those circles. As I said, I'm just using napkin filling. And it doesn't go on flat. That's fun. I don't care about the wrinkles. It adds texture and fun. Oh, I like that. Why can't I get as nice pulls on my paper as I do my napkins? Okay, so let's just smear a little bit of this out again. And I want to put a little bit more turquoise down. I'm hoping to build up kind of like a bit of an edge around the stencil. I have seen Patricia do that on P&M Artist Studios. She puts a bunch of different layers down and picks it up, and all around the edges of the stencils, you get such a beautiful outline. That's kind of the effect I'm hoping to get here. That one's pretty. These are just some texture plates my daughter got me for Christmas. They're double-sided. I thought they were fun. I figured if I did some roll-offs on them, I would have more collage fodder, and indeed I am. On this, let's now try this other piece that my husband turned for me. Let's see if I can make some marks. Maybe I need to remove this first. Yeah, that'll give it some marks. It's not quite wet enough. Now what should I pull that with? I think I'll pull it with the purple. Have I missed anybody coming in? Hi, Anne and Becca. If I said hello to everyone, hello, Paula. Thin coat. What have I got? What have I got? I got this mess here. I really do like the way that goes over. I have underneath an old cutting board that I've got paint and everything on, so I'm not going to get a true roll on that either. Okay, let's do it with a paper and see what kind of a pull we get. Are any of you doing the scavenger hunt from Janet Young? What am I printing on? This is just copy paper. These ones, this one is like when you take a napkin apart, you get the other 2 or 3 pieces. And I love printing on that. It gives it such a nice, with the wrinkles and everything. It just, I love pulling with those too. But this is just regular printer paper for the computer. Okay, let's see what we're getting. Well, again, it's interesting. I do have the circles. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going for, to be honest. I like the first one that I did with the metallic white, but it doesn't have as much purple as I would hope. This one does have some of the print from the block that my husband turned for me. Let's do a purple and turquoise one and just use that block and see what we get. Is this purple going to work? Let's see. I like this purple because it's just so translucent. A little bit. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to run out of the purple again. And let's see what we get with this. Oh, thanks. Not sure. I mean, the pull is interesting, but they never come out as I envisioned them or hope they will come out. My husband has made me so many of these blocks in different formations that I can get some really interesting texture. What have we got? Oh, that I am much happier with. Yes, no? A more greeny turquoise. I would have to hunt for it. How about if I mix a little bit of green in with my turquoise? Is that cheating? Paula, since you're one of the ones running this, I can definitely add a bit of green. I just have to run over here and grab some. Okay, I grabbed an Artist Loft sap green. See what we get. Let's see what we get. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, we can do this. I saw a hair on there. Where did it go? Ah, got it. Okay, we'll do this. We'll do this. We'll let it dry and then I'll pull it with the purple. What do you think? So that left some nice marks. So you can see through. So then if I pull with the purple, should I pull with this one if I can get more out? What do you think? We'll find out. Come out, come out. Oi. Not nearly enough. Let's take the cap off. Do it this way. Come out. Oh, way too much now. Eek. Let's see. We'll just go with this. Now I don't know if the marks are still there. They look to be. To be or not to be. Another piece of copy paper. We'll find out. One piece. And I didn't put that straight down. It's okay. It's okay. Pull it, pull it, pull it. I will. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, she's coming up nice. She's coming up nice. She's coming up nice. Well, I've got some of the marks. Can you see? Do we have too much glare? Is it because it's a glary paint? Because it's still wet? I do like it a bit more with the green though, Paula. You're right. But then it's more of a teal, don't you think? Try it again. This time I'll do much less paint so that it doesn't. Any suggestions, ladies, would be wonderful. As I say, I'm not. Oh, see, I did put the green in again. Too soon old, too late smart. Okay, let's try this one. Oh, no, let's do the polka dots again. Excuse me a moment, ladies. I just have to go and yell hello at my kid. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, TJ. Love you. There. They popped in to pick up. My grandsons had ordered some stuff from Amazon, and it was getting delivered here. So, okay, so I did polka dots. And suggestions? Lift some of your first layer. Oh, I could do that. Let's use a piece of napkin to do that. Okay, let's try this. Let's try this, Paula. That's kind of cool. Am I making people dizzy? Am I moving too fast? So now I've got kind of a cracked line polka dot something here happening. I think I'm not going to bother with that one because it's so low. Let it dry a bit. It's pretty dry. Not long enough? Waft it around. It's going to go flying. It's going to hit my floor and pick up all my little paper bits. Oh, let's not do it in front of the camera. No, she's dry, except for that one corner. How about I need a paper fan or something? Okay, now purple. You're a wonderful coach. I love it. Oh, that leaves really pretty things on the brayer. Okay, you know what? I'm going to try that circle thing again. Oh, bounced. You're right, Anne. Fun with texture. I like it. Oh, this one I like, ladies. This one I like. Because you can see the wrinkles. Yes, no? I've got lots of artifacts left on here. Okay. Okay, let's do a little bit of the metallic white around the corners, just so that we can see if we can pull some of this up. Come on. Now, what I'd like to do is take a piece of, well, I'm going to use this piece of parchment paper, you know, the kind that you bake with. And I'm just going to crumple it up in a ball. All right. Okay, so I crumpled up that piece of parchment paper and I went around the edges. I think it's going to give like a crackly effect. I don't know. I'm assuming. Am I on screen? Yep. Can't tell if it's wet because my fingers are so dirty. This one has lots of blue, and I know that that's wet. Let's just... when in doubt, pull it. Ah, wet spot. I had scheduled this for a certain time and then I couldn't find where it was. So I requested help from a friend and she just messaged that she's online now. And I went to type streaming and I don't know what kind of garbage I typed in, but it wasn't streaming, that's for sure. Okay, just a little bit of purple. I've been wanting to play with making borders on the gel plate and having like the center kind of clear so that I could use it as a journal page. So that's kind of what I'm trying here. Oh, look, I've got somebody being rude. Oh, well. Hi, Devin. How are you? I'm making a mess of gel prints, Devin. I'm trying to do the color challenge, turquoise and dark purple with one metallic. So I've done a couple of pulls. I'm just experimenting. Oh, you're doing a color challenge. Awesome. You are a gel plate aficionado, though. I just muck about. And I find that my favorite prints are on napkin guts, not the copy paper. Oh, I still have artifacts around the corner. Lots of negative space. Well, I've seen worse. I've done worse. This at least is salvageable as a background. It would make a great doodle. Still lots of artifacts. Let's just see if I can put lots of paint on and pick them up. Now, let's try this. This is a piece of shelf lining. You can get it on the roll at Dollarama and stuff. But it does give nice texture. All right. All right. Don't know if you can see the texture. I'll let that dry a little bit. Catch up on the chat. Yeah. Where did I get the term artifacts? Robin McClendon maybe says artifacts. I know that somebody uses that term, and that's kind of what I've been using because I do think it sounds better than crusty bits. But crusty bits are what everybody else knows, right? So I think I'll have to invest in a hairdryer. It almost looks like scales to me right now. Okay, let's see. See if I can pick some of the wet up without destroying the texture. Oh, look at the scales. I need to do a dragon or a snake. Still a little wet. Right in there. Waft. Yeah. I think I'm going to have to bring down, I have a lovely hand fan that my mom brought me back from China on one of her many excursions. I'll have to dig it out and bring it down. See, this is why I didn't want to do gel printing on my channel, but I had to for the challenge. All right, we're going to put some purple over that. Purple and white. Let's do a combo of the two. Little bit of purple over here and over here. And just a little bit of white. Little bit of white. A little bit more white. Come out, come out, come out. Yeah, that white just, I don't know what it's reacting with. It's getting the, you know, when you do prints and you get the, I can't remember the word, it's a deca something, and you get the feathering of it because it kind of reacts differently with it. See, now the purple's doing it with the white. What's that word? Does anybody know? Does anybody remember? Because I do prints like with ink and stuff, and I love getting that. It's almost like a corally kind of thing. It just reacts and feathers. If anybody, oh look, I'm running out of napkin guts here. I'll have to go get some. I have a whole bin of those ink blobs, as I call them. And they turn into such nice, that's the word, Devin. That's the word. Oh, look, paint. Oh, we'll see. Still didn't get those corners. It could be the metallic and the white. I know that when I was doing paint pours and I was using metallic, it would just clump up and I didn't have any luck with it. Oh, lots of artifacts left behind. Oh, I've got a few pieces that I can play with. All right, I'm going to do one more and see if I can just clean up this plate. And I'm just going to go totally off the wall here and use green, which is not part of it. So I want to thank everybody for coming and watching the play today. As I say, I was just playing to see if I could do the challenge. I do have a couple of nice ones that I think would be appropriate that I'll submit. And I'm not letting this dry at all because I really want to see if I can pull up those grungy bits. Where is my Baron? Right here. There it is. I'm very fortunate. My husband's a wood turner, so he made me the Baron. Here we go. Oh, Grunge City, baby. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, it's too bad that didn't work with the color in the challenge because that pulls really nice. That's going to be a lovely background. Any thoughts? Suggestions? Tips and tricks? I do like what this did. to the paint on the plate. I guess that's from back to my folk art days where I did a lot of scrunchy stuff. Oh, stencil on a metallic. Now that would be nice. Awesome. Except mine is out. That's why I'll put some water in it and use it as a wash. Show review. Yes. Okay, so this was the last one that I pulled, right? Picking up all the grungies. This is the one that left the lovely grungies behind. I was hoping to pick up the corners because they were just so covered. I had stuff done. I just used a piece of tissue paper to pick up the really wet stuff. That's the one that I munched on. This was my brayer roll-offs, aside from on the brown paper, because I wanted to try out these wonderful little plates my daughter got me. This also is a roll-off on the plates, but I had too much paint on, so it didn't really pick up that one as well. Oh, I have a blank one. Still have one to play with. This one I pulled off the wet paint. I had a paper stencil that I had cut. Oh, it's stuck to the paper. I cut my stencils out of cardstock, so they don't last very long. This was the same one. Again, just on napkin fill, like the backs of the napkins. That's where we did the scrunching up of the paper, the white paint. This one I did with this first on the turquoise. Then I used this. Oh, let's put them in the screen and not so people are blind. Okay, did this one with the turquoise. Then I did this with the purple. And I pulled it. I think that's what I did. This one I used the polka dot stamp that my husband made me. And I just pulled it with the turquoise because it was so wet. And again, it's just on a napkin liner. I need more place to lay stuff to dry, obviously. That was with really wet purple, trying to suck it up. There's the stencil that I did. It's all stuck to the paper. I've used it about 6 or 7 times, so I think I'm getting my bang for my buck, even if it's just this one. I used this rectangular one, and then of course obviously I didn't wait for it to dry long enough because I only got the one image. I put the paint down and used this all over and just straight pulled it. I wanted to get the purple rings with a little bit of metallic white. This one is with this stencil I used. I put the metallic white down first. Again, just, why can't I remember the word cardstock today? Cardstock. And then I put the purple and turquoise behind. Obviously, I had some orange still on the plate from another session. And then this one, I'm not sure what I did. I had the polka dots and obviously didn't let it dry because I'm too impatient. And that's what I did. I don't have any uh, metallic sprays. No, I'm not. I don't like gold. I've got gold, but I prefer copper and silver. I don't have clay impression plates. The metallic white is an artist's loft, which means it's Michael's brand, and it's metallic white. And when I got it, I believe it was on sale for like $8.99 for this tube, and it's a 250 mil tube. Oh, it's for clay. I had no clue. I don't use Fimo. Um, the smell of it in the oven bothers me. But yeah, she got these ones, which I've shown both sides. This one is just like a pebbly texture. And then I love the woodworking one, the wood grain one. I've done pencil crayon coloring, like etching, not etching, rubbings. And this one makes a lovely rubbing. I did some of that just with a wax crayon on some papers for collage. Yeah, I just said I wanted texture plates, and I kind of left it up to her. I mean, I have a bin full of these things that my husband has done me in all different shapes and stuff. And then this one I didn't use, but we just redid our flooring upstairs, so we had almost a box of scraps left. So I just did some linoleum cutting on them, and I have a whole bunch of different patterns that I use as well. The reason this one's so painty is because what I'll do is I'll slather it in paint and then use it as a stamp, not as an impression on the gel plate. It really adds nice texture and stuff to envelopes because I like to decorate my envelopes. Just trying to reach one. Come, envelopes, come. Oh, that's another stencil that I cut. These ones don't have. Somewhere in this pile, I thought. Oh, well, that could be a video for another day, me decorating envelopes. I am very fortunate to have a woodworking hubby. Um, he does furniture, he does wood turnings. I've got some incredible boxes and vases and just boxes that I have to decorate. I have this one box. I have no clue what I'm going to do with it, but I'll show you, ladies, because it's a big beast. Oh, let go, let go. Come. It's huge. So he made this lovely, lovely box. It's got Purple Heart inlay side things. Weighs a ton. It was a prototype for a friend who wanted a box like this for her mother's cremains. So I always get the prototype. So now I don't know if I want to collage it, if I want to paint it, if I want to just stain it. But yes, I have a bazillion and one projects, and he supplies me with more. So I also have a wonderful book box. I wonder if I can reach it. This is one of my favorites that he has done. Playing show and tell with Ron stuff. This box, he did one like this for our granddaughter as a jewelry box for her birthday. So if you look, it's so I have decoupaged brown paper on, so it would give it a faux leather look. Got the hinges, so it will open like this. So I'm going to do them white, the edges white, and then just take a dry gold brush and do the edges. But I want to do these in a dark brown. Either that or I'm going to cut up an old brown skirt that I got at the thrift store and actually cover it in leather. Okay, so on that note, I've played a show and tell, and I've done my color challenge, and I thank you very much for being here and participating and giving me tips and tricks, because as I say, I'm totally self-taught with the gel plate, and I don't play with it enough, even though I've got stacks and stacks of painting papers to use. But thank you very much for coming, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. Thank you, Anne. Have a wonderful evening, folks. Bye.